KR Texas Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Texas Longhorns entered this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Got enough for the first. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Arch Madness. He's got him. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kalamazoo has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Play action, here's Manning. With the catch, it's Townsend. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting.
Might have a chance. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's a give to Hardy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Quarterback adapted. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
They'll give it to Hardy. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Manning to throw. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good...
Maybe a crease. The tag! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back in this offense. I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Lee. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Simmons on the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Looking for room at the 30. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go play action with Manning. Buying some time as he moves left. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Handoff for Brown. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Swings it out to the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the lines for a loss. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Simmons fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Running room in the middle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Missouri wants to go fast.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The run inside. It's Hardy. Makes his man miss. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This quarterback part of their running game. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Throwing Manning. Gonna take a shot. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies, looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Brown running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown again. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Again, it's Brown. Makes a man miss. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Throwing Simmons. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Longhorn! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Inside the 25, out of bounds at the 24, and the return team making a play. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Simmons to throw. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. So first down will open up the final period. To throw, Manning. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the field. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Motion from the wideout. A give to Brown. Maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
First down, right back to Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Go.
Arch Madness. Trying to find the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming in...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Simmons. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here's Manning to throw. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He might want another play. Hand off for Brown. Got a little grass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. One more time, it's Brown. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Got room to work. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The option look. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.